Hi everyone, we're Cristian Campos, Juan Tomás Rodríguez, Andrés Peña, Andrés Osorio, and José Alejandro Prieto. We're going to talk about pollution as one of the greatest issues related to environmental damages in the world. Our planet is being hurt by different problems that are caused by bad managing and overexploited environmental resources. And as we all are guilty for habitat fading, this problem must concern every single person that lives in planet Earth.
Some of you probably know that pollution can take many forms. The air we breathe, the water we drink, the ground and field where we plant and work the earth to grow food, the noise we are exposed to, and the street every day in our life. In several ways, it all is affecting our health.
As an example, the problem in China is partly due to the industrial growth that this country has had in the last decades. China has emerged as a major industrial power as well as its economy has increased in unproportional quantities. Despite of its fast economic increasement, it has guided China to have one of the most critical environmental damages. Their ecosystem degradation is now so severe that Beijing's skyline disappears into smog and police officers need to wear masks as they are the most exposed to the air conditions. And part of this contaminated air is caused by the 5 million cars on the roads and coal burning that produce tons of mortal gases spread out in ambience.
To see how bad the situation is, technology companies have developed mobile tools that provide information about pollution ranges. So there are new mobile phones application that shows the average pollution levels in China, which go over the highest point at which a person can be healthy.
On the other hand, the Environmental Protection Agency has set up a scale of 0 to 500, with 500 being the worst contaminated air level up to recent times. The last month, some indexes told that the average pollution went above 500, which means that the rate of pollution is 20 times higher than what the World Health Organization considers safe.
It is not pretty impressive that many citizens are now in doubt about daily travels that used to be good in the past, but right now, considering the heavy pollution they live in, would be probably risky. For instance, go out to do some exercise has become a very hard decision because Chinese people wonder if it would be a healthy activity or not.
In Beijing, one of the most affected cities, a thick line of smog permanently covers the sky, isolating people from watching the sunlight. It has gone so far that some companies decided to begin flocking to huge digital commercial television screens across the city to observe virtual sunrises.
So as far as it has gone, you guys in the audience are likely thinking what people have done about it. Well, people in China has taken place in this problem. Some Chinese had taken the government to court because they say their conditions has resulted unbearable, and it's all government environmental policy's fault.
On this slide, we show how industrial companies have exploited resources to the maximum. Here we can see the cement and coal industries, like these two in Ningxia province, that use 45% more power than the world average.
As a desperate attempt to combat smoke, 147 industrial companies in Beijing had cut or suspended production. Some of them were indeed demolished, as we can see in this image. In spite of industrial shutdown, people claim that the choice between development and environment protection should be made by genuine democratic methods, and not as a government demand.
So the Chinese government is now forced to hurry to find out immediate and real solutions in order to lower air polluted levels. Most of politicians in China's Republic finally realize how badly pollution is not only affecting the health of Chinese citizens, but the goal of industrial policies as people are neither able to go to work nor to go out.
One of those politicians is the Ministry of Health, who says ambient air pollution alone is blamed for hundreds of thousands of deaths each year. Nearly 500 million people lack access to safe drinking water.
A picture from space shows that the pollution is sitting over the same Beijing general area. This particular part of China has a remarkable bad problem. We are not only talking about millions of people, industry, cars, and everything that comes with that air quality problems.
They also have the problem of geography and weather. All of these three things are combining, to give the situation that they have right now. In terms of topography, they have mountains in the north, so the wind gets trapped along the mountains and so does the smog.
What we are willing to point out here is that China's problem has become the world's problem. Many gases blown out by China's coal plants maximize contamination levels in the air, and those gases are the ones that fly through the Pacific winds, get into different cities like Los Angeles, and generated acid rain in South Korea and Japan.
So the point we want to get across with is that our society is facing a real ecological problem that is being driven by government's economic purposes. But the thing here is that we cannot create any successful economy system to health expenses and based on the fact that we will reduce poverty or any other problem related to financial issues.
As a matter of fact, these two subjects, economic and environmental, are determined by the same context and should protect both but not splitting them apart as they were separate topics. We are the leaders of tomorrow, and it is our decision to have an ecological place to live in our foggy sky above our mansion.
People are now dying in China because of respiratory problems and many other types of disease caused by heavy fog days. Our wet, humid lands can turn into deserts if we don't care about severe water shortage. Environmental pollution will wind up being harder and expensive if we don't make up our minds.
To conclude, China's leaders recognize that they must change course. In this year's yearly speech, Prime Minister Wen Jiabao made 48 reference to environment pollution or environmental protection. Thank you very much.